Hello, welcome to watch my update of all the work I have done with my Pontiac during the last half year. This is my 3.5 year with my Pontiac. Welcome to watch. I'm on the bus on my way to the car shop to pick up my car, which now is finished after 3 weeks. I have missed my beloved car. We are going home. My old brake cylinders gone. It was no choice. Then replaced them. Finally home in the rainy weather. I guess I have a issue with this windshield wipers. They were not running constantly. Maybe it's just because it's been at the car shop, so there's not so much vacuum left. Now I hope all issues are fixed except for the start motor, the key behind here, and the leaking in the fuel pump, the leaking gas in the gas tank, new brakes and new brake cylinders in the front. Some electric issues that have needed some lead. Yeah, look at my very beautiful dash. I went to the car shop to fix this because there were a lot of oxide behind and I don't have the tools for it, and I was afraid to injure it. And look how it looked like when I came back from the car shop. I didn't saw that they have injured my dash before I arrived at home, and at that point it was a week after my father passed away in a hospital, so I was not in a mood to argue and call up the car shop and ask them what they had done to my car. So now I must even fix this. Pontiac, walk around. My 2-door and Anders 4-door. Eight-cylinder flathead, 6-cylinder flathead, running car, not running car. I had a new start issue with my car, so now I'm reloading the batteries, and I have bought a new kit of spark plugs. And I am still looking for another spare wheel. The car is running but not perfect. So I hope I can figure that out. Oh, lovely winter weather, isn't it? I'm on my way to the car shop to bring back my car after 1.5 months, and there were no serious issue with the car. I explain. Well, there it is. Snow on my baby. Oh, nice. Cool start. Feels like it's running, but good. So nice to have my car home again. This is the real sound. The issue were a dent on one of the spark plugs on the 5th cylinder. So it's all my fault. And the car shop, he also fixed my bended hubcap. So now it's on again. My plan for this month were to take out the start motor and take it to a shop and have it restored, and now I have a terrible pain in my back, so I can't crawl in under a car. And now it's cold, so I wonder when I can be able to just pull out the start motor and have it fixed. I don't know. What a lovely winter day. It's been snowing, it's been windy, and I have had some pain in my back after some work I did at my mother's home. The car had been at the car shop, so there were no time for me to take out the start motor, but now it's out. Today was the only day I think it were possible. It's not windy, it's not snowing. I'm wearing my old lenses. I can't wear glasses when I'm working down there. It took some time, but here it is. So now this is going to the shop. Alright, clean and ready to go to the shop. Let's go to Alby Bilel. I love to receive interesting package. This is for my new front seat. And now these two arrived, so it's more complete. And now my old front seat is here in my home with some support from strong neighbors carrying it up here. And no front seat in the car. Now my old front seat are in two parts, and the other parts down there are now cleaned, and that's a good start. Oh, I found money! American money! Spring cleaning inside and in the trunk. Here is the new split front seat. There over there is the old one. Wonder if there have been mouse in it. This seat I will take more apart and see how it will be built. I have checked in the car and it fits there except for this. So now it's possible that this can go in the car after some little restoration and rust removal, this and that. It's all wet, but it can still be taken apart, and the metal is still restorable. I'm gonna do my best. At first I was removing the worst surface rust and rust in front of our house, and now I do the rest here on the balcony. There is some rust shining, very shining on both sides. I can't believe it. Now the last step of sanding is not only dust out there, it's even here on my home, so I have a lot of cleaning to do when I'm finished with this. And the paint job. Äntligen är den där på plats. So far using old parts from my old seat to build the new seat. And this have been at the car shop for some welding in the corners where it were broken, and this were completely off, and now it's there. And I'm building a seat of the remaining parts that I'm not gonna use for my front seat, so I hope someone can have a little fun with this. When I see this junk, because it's junk, I remember one episode of Roadkill where when they tried to save a 56 Buick, and when David see that car after a party the next morning, when he said, "This is just junk." I remember that episode when I see this. But I have this from the four-door seat. Many good parts I can use to put back here instead. So it will be done, but it will take some time. I'm very happy that I was able to save this front seat with parts from my old seat. What most you see here is from my old seat. Only this frame around here is from this seat. It takes time because I don't want to do anything stupid. Now it's all there. And now I have cut this into 2 pieces instead of 1. And that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of this. And over there is the back parts for the back seat. Gonna need some plastic restoration. Now the yellow coat filler is there. And now I have again to cut the shields so they will fit better on the sides of the seat. Now I have drilled some new small holes here, which gonna replace these after I have cut it, all this piece off all the way, so the shields will fit. I figure out that these guys made of plastic could replace these made of metal. Well, we shall see how it works. Oh, this turned out very good on both these guys, and now I put it even the first step back here again. Alright, so far. One will be 2. And now I am building a Woody car. It is behind this. I need a piece of wood behind all 4 of them. So that's why I'm working with wood. And now the wood is there for these guys. Getting dressed. Using these turned out very well, as you can see. And I'm now recycle everything from my old seat. Just turn these the opposite way and glue them. And I have now glue some old sheets, and I want to fill up with this, so I will make these complete again. Always interesting to receive a packet. This is from US Car Parts Uddevalla, and it's the rubber for my trunk. This is going back with the opposite side glued to the frame. Now it's there, and even this little piece of metal here. One, 2. This don't really fit together because it's not from the same seat. So I must invent something that will make it function. And still looking rather good. I hope I figure it out. And now I will start the back seat restoration. It will not be that difficult, but it will be time consuming anyway. I'm not finished with the front seat yet, but I'm continuing working. There it is, and I hope this will turn out correct. Now I'm getting these two together. I use two stripes here to make them come together. At the beginning there was very wide here, but now it fits. And I hope this will not break. I'm not so sure if I can trust my work here, but it's looking good from distance, not looking too close. Well, it's gonna work out. There it is, complete, except for this. And now I have started the backseat project. Look at this. But it's gonna be replaced with this from an old couch. Now it's apart. That one out there is ready for sanding. Ready to get dirty again. Dressed up for it. In the first step I use this brush, and this is the result. And there are the others that I finish the work with. This is the next step. Now I'm putting this back. This work were done in a factory under high stress. It fits, but not really 100%. So I have to make it fit a little bit better. It's something I did with this seat. Now this pink sheet is on, which once upon a time I guess were white. It's not my sheet, it's Sophie Svensson's sheet, because she sent me a spare dash, which I should have brought in the car when I bought it. I should have brought all the parts. Said I didn't know how to make a deal about that, but I hope I can figure that out with her and get all the parts, because if there's an accident with my car I would love to have them. And I'm recycle this sheet, and now this will be dressed up again. Now the seat cover is nearly there. By using these, I am able to stretch the seat cover a little bit by bit until I am satisfied with the result. This is very smooth to work with instead of these metal rings, so a good choice to buy these. Now it's there, finished, and the next is the top of the back seat, which I guess is the only original part of the seats in my car. All the others are were when I bought from the four-door car that they used for parts, and I will make a video of that, a single video because I found so many signs that proves that my car have been restored on the top of a four-door car, and I have found so many signs which prove that it was a four-door police car. I'm a little bit concerned to open up this seat. The front seats, they smell very well, except for this one. I wonder if the original front seat and the part of this seat were thrown out of the car because there were living animals in it when it was wrecked, because my car have been very bad wrecked. I have seen many signs of that as well. So maybe it's been in a yard, it's been raccoons, skunks, possums, rats, whatever. There is some little smell in this seat which is not comfortable. Now it's apart and it's not that rusty. It's here in the corners a little bit more. It's not so bad. And this is the cover and everything. A little bit were rotten here, so I have removed that and gonna replace it, but it doesn't smell bad at all. If there was a smell, it was down here, and I'm gonna give it a little special cleaning to make sure it doesn't come back. It's still there somewhere, and I'm coughing and sneezing when I'm working with this, so there's something in this seat which is not good. Saturday sanding, and now paint. Oh, fixed the holes and glued the sheets here. I can understand if it seems very ambitious when I paint all this stuff here, but I have now put 5 weeks of work into this, building one seat out of two and restoring the back seat, and it seems okay to put this black hammer lack on the frames when I'm taking it apart and sanded off all the rust. Yes, it's very time consuming, all this work anyway, so another more day's work doesn't matter. 1 week more now, and I hope I can put this back in the car again. Now I put this together again using the metal rings here, which is not fun, but I think it's better to use them in this part of the seat, and for the rest I will use the plastic. I have glued a long piece of sheet on the top of the seat cover because of all the rotten big holes, and I have also glued a long piece of sheet here to make it a little bit stronger. I hope it turned out fine, just to covering all the holes that were here. I don't know what to say about the result, but it's there. Obviously it's there. Now it's all here, and I clean up the mess, and now it's time for the next project. These shells here will be interesting. Figure out I'm doing it correct. I'm using these to learn how to do it from how it were done, and now I want to figure it out. These are going to be black with a little bit of green in it, like the interior in the front of the car, A friend of mine who run his own shop, he gave me this. Thank you, Martin. A little scary since I haven't done this before, but on the other hand, it's very fun. No, this is the result. My first ever. Wow. I don't know how much green they are, or how much black they are. The mix of green and black is just shootable, I hope. That's something I want to figure out when it's in the car. Maybe it looks awful down there, I don't know. But I need something on this before I can put the car seats back. Oh, spring weather. And say, welcome back to my back seat in the car. Oh, I'm here to look rather well. One less seat in my home. This feels very good. I must admit, I am feeling perfectly all right. I wish I had a vodka lemon or a screwdriver at home that I could drink now to celebrate this. Now I have my very comfortable space back in my home, and I will clean it all because it's very dirty after this job. And now the front seat is 100% here in the car, and it fits very slightly here, and I'm very satisfied with this work. And I'm continuing with this in the trunk, and I have a leaking issue here. I will check. So I have more work to do, and I'm still waiting for the start motor to come back from the shop. This is the new rubber for my gosh trunk. It's all the same size, but my old rubber down there have 3 sizes. In fact, there used to be 2 of them, and I'm really not sure how to do this. This will be a challenge. Gluing it to the car like they did originally is not a good idea. This have rusted up in 3 years. Rust is not so bad, but anyway, there's more work. So let's call this the end of the video update of my Pontiac, with all the work I have done during the last half year. Thanks for watching.